if you call him, don't make him sit when he gets there. Reward him for just getting to you, right? So if I call him, Vinny, come. Yes, he gets a treat just for getting here. Then sit. Yes, they're two separate commands.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for the leave it command, the very first thing that you have to try to remember is that if I put this group of 3 treats on the ground, they're off limits. I never say, okay, you can go and get them. I reward him from a different source, right? And then what I'll do is if I have to give him these 3 treats, I pick them up, I put them in my pocket, and then I give them to him. But I never say you can go and get them in that context. Does that make sense? Because you don't want to say leave it about a dog that he's being reactive, and then in his mind he thinks, oh, in a couple of minutes I get to eat the dog. Right? Does that make sense? Right?
Okay.
You want it to be understood that this is off limits. And ignoring these and engaging with me is where you get rewarded. So what I do is I put him on a leash.
So like some trainers use 2 different kinds of treats. One of them being, we don't need to worry about that.
It's just an identify thing because I can actually offer him from my hand and say leave it and he should back away. The type of treat or the object shouldn't be so important. It's the concept behind what we're talking about. Does that make sense?
Right.
So the idea is I put him on a leash. I have the leash short enough that he cannot make it all the way to the treats. I show him the treats and I let him focus. And so I keep it short like this. Leave it. Yes. Any walking away, Vinny, he gets an immediate reward. So I'll let him try to focus again. What's this? Look at those. He's like, I don't want those. I want what's. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. And I reward from back here. Now here's the deal. Look at that. Look at this. Look at these treats. Oops. Leave it. Yes. This is just being done through positive reinforcement. That's going to plateau. Right now he's just doing it because he wants the food. Now I should be able to even bring this closer to him and still do the same thing. Now again, I'm going to shorten up on my leash. Leave it. Yes. Good boy. If he goes back, no. Yes. Good boy. So a no if he focuses on it, and a yes if he walks away. Yes. Good boy. The reason why I'm saying yes there is because he actually moves further away from the treat. And I want to start to teach him through positive reinforcement that walking away from those treats is what yields your reward, right? Now, if you notice, I'm not like yelling at him, but I'm being, leave it. Yes, good boy. I am being assertive when I'm talking to him. You know, I'm telling him to leave it. I'm not going, leave it. Leave it.
Okay.
Yes, good boy. Now, in the event that he didn't leave it, I would give a no, right? Now, what will happen over time is I'll be able to move around this food. Yes. So do you see the avoidance, how he's going the long route around? Leave it. Yes, good boy. Now the other thing that he's doing here is he's defaulting into a sit, which is not bad. Leave it. Yes, good boy. So, but what can end up happening is he's thinking that just sitting is what's getting these treats versus the concept of leaving it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yes, good boy.
I've wondered about that kind of thing before.
You want to reward that behavior though, because this is the thing. He depending on how he learns, he might understand, hey, leave it is leave it right now. He might just know like, hey, every time I go there, his voice gets a little firm. So I'm backing off and I don't know what to do, but sit always works good for me.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So I still want to reward that.
So that's okay.
It's completely fine at this point in time, right? So again, I should be able to leave it. Yes, good boy. He almost got one. Now, leave it. Yes, good boy. Now again, if I was to start to associate like a light correction, I would just give like a little tug on the leash. Right? And I gave like a very light one earlier, just a moment ago. Yes, I'm going to reward that. Now, again, I never say, okay, you can have those treats. I can pick these up. I put them in my magical pocket because my pockets are magical. And then I can pull it out, and then I can give them a piece. Yes, good boy. Let's try this again. Oh, wow. Oops. Oops. Leave it. No. Yes, good boy. Now, here's the deal. That's only so stimulating. That's not barking at him. It's not moving. It's food sitting still. Right? So you have to practice and get this to the point. Yes, good boy, where this is good before you can even think about him doing this with other dogs. Now there's other things. Come here, buddy. He's like, we're not supposed to look at that. Leave it. Yes, good boy. Now there's other concepts that you can do outside, which we'll go over. We'll take him on a brief walk in a second. Leave it. Yes, good boy, you little cheater. He's trying to cheat. So like for instance, the way that he's trying to cheat there, my end result is he shouldn't even try to cheat, right? Okay. So when I see him still trying to reach for it and trying to bite it, I know that he hasn't got it all the way. He's not foolproof. Oh, wow, oops. Yes, I'll reward that. You're a good little cutie pie. You're a handsome man. I like it, you. Huh? Very, very good boy. Very good boy. You did pretty good. I'm going to give you an A- for this one. You did pretty good.